So as you can see, that's a pretty tiring circuit. Woo.
Hi fam.
Hi fam.
So today we're going to talk about the kettlebell snatch. This is a super fun exercise, super exciting, very explosive, very dynamic, and also really easy to mess up. If you have followed kettlebell workouts for a while, if you've seen people doing kettlebell exercises at the gym, if you've watched my videos for a bit, you've definitely seen the kettlebell snatch. This is sort of the apex kettlebell exercise. It involves all of the things that you learn: core stability, hip snap, hinging, the kettlebell swing, and it combines all of it into one explosive, exciting, dynamic exercise. Also, like I said, really easy to mess up. So today, I'm going to give you some basic foundational principles to help you develop your kettlebell snatch. 1. The kettlebell snatch is not an arm exercise. I've mentioned this before with the kettlebell clean. This is all about the hips. It's just a little bit more than a swing, and a good way to learn how to build up to it is to do something called a kettlebell high pull. Let me show you what that looks like. So with the kettlebell high pull, it's just like a kettlebell swing, except you're going a little bit farther, a little bit higher up. You're bringing the bell up to about face level, and then higher and higher. And the way you do that is just like the kettlebell clean. So you keep your elbow nice and tight as you pull the bell up and kind of just hang it here by your face. Practice the high pull for a while. What you'll notice is you're gonna have no problem getting the kettlebell right up into this area. This is the sweet spot. I'm not just talking about that place where my hats hang up. I'm actually talking about where the bell is in proportion to your head. What you wanna do with the snatch is get the bell up in the air to this weightless point that's right here, and then you just wanna punch it through. So this is step 2, how to avoid that snap on your wrist that you get when you're not really doing a kettlebell snatch right. So there are a lot of different types of kettlebell snatches. There's a hard style kettlebell snatch. There's a sports style kettlebell snatch. There's a one and done, 1 rep kettlebell snatch. What you'll notice about the Russian or hard style kettlebell snatch is that the bell actually looks like it just flips over the back of the hand. And that's kind of scary. It kind of looks like it would hurt a lot. So here's a way to avoid that. So what I do is I take the kettlebell and I actually grab it right here, right in this little crook. By doing that, it kind of guides the kettlebell around my hand. Let me show you what it looks like. See how the bell is just spinning over at the top. This is just me taking advantage of that one little point of weightlessness at the top and then punching my hand through, letting the bell loop around, and then swinging it back down. Step 3, or trick 3, or tip 3 to getting the kettlebell snatch right. Use the appropriate weight. If the kettlebell is too light, then you're gonna easily be able to just mash that up there by pulling it. Ah, ah, ah. Kettlebell is too heavy, well, then you're not even gonna get it up there, and you're probably gonna hurt yourself. Trick number 4, the better your backswing, the better your snatch. So your backswing, the second half of your exercise, the coiling of the spring, involves getting your hips really far back so that you can explode them really far forward. Tip number 5 is hand position at the bottom. So I'm a big proponent as a jiu-jitsu practitioner of letting my thumb go behind me, like this. The other way you can do this is to keep your thumb pointing forward. In the traditional sports style kettlebell swing, when you're going for a bunch of reps, you want real efficiency of movement. So you're gonna wanna keep that thumb there so you're not moving your wrist in this full rotation every time. However, as a jiu-jitsu player, I feel like my elbow is getting hyperextended every time I bring it down to the bottom when I do it that way. So I want to avoid that at all costs, even in training. So I keep my thumb back behind me and snap it forward. These are the kind that I do in my workout, and I think they are the most efficient and the most effective type of kettlebell snatch that there is. And there are a lot of different kinds that are good for a bunch of different reasons, but this is what I do in my training. Now let me take you through a sequence of what a kettlebell snatch complex might look like. So as you can see, that's a pretty tiring circuit. I'd recommend doing that once, resting for 1 to 3 minutes, and repeating for a total of 5 times. If you want to make it a little harder, you can do that same circuit in an AMRAP for 15 to 20 minutes. That's the kettlebell snatch. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz down below, and until next time, keep the rubber side down and take care of yourselves.